I promise you, when you start doing the unsexy, mundane things well with your money, most likely you'll succeed. I'm going to give you 3 things that you need to focus on. It's not sexy, it's not going to shoot the lights out, but it's going to get the job done. And whilst you're not doing it, there's something that you don't know. Your boat is steering into completely the wrong direction. So if you don't know me, my name is Marnus Mostert. By day I'm a certified financial planner. I've got more than a decade of experience and I run a second business called Ask Mustard, aiming to educate people much like yourself on financial matters and to achieve financial freedom. By the end of this video, I'll give you a free template that will help you out with one of these unsexy things that you need to do well. Let's get into that.
Are you listening? Damn.
The first thing I want to talk about is having a budget. Now, before you stop this video and go somewhere else, a budget should not be seen as this boring, constrictive thing that keeps my money and I'm not allowed to do anything. Not at all. So I follow a structure called the 50-30-20 structure, where 30% of your money, you can actually go and spend all of it. How's that? You can spend 30% of your money once you are in these different buckets, the 50, 30, 20. So if it sounds very complicated, don't worry, because this is the one that I'm going to give you a template on. So just by clicking on the link in the comment section, it will take you to my 50, 30, 20 budget template that you can literally plug and play with your budget to see where you end up. So in some buckets you might have a little bit more, it will show you something about yourself, and in some buckets it will be lesser, probably the savings bucket, and it will actually point out to you that your savings bucket is too low, you're spending too much on XYZ. So it's a very smart tool, you're welcome to use it, it's completely for free, no Mandela's charged today. Very easy, 50% goes into the things you absolutely need: food, clothes, housing, transportation, basic like that. Once is exactly what it is. You can go and spend 30% on whatever it is that you want. This is dining out, take out, fancy clothes, whatever floats your boat, you can go and do it. You can even buy the boat. 20% goes into savings or extra payments on debt. So very easy, any long-term savings vehicle, any emergency fund, any sort of money that you can put away that's for a later stage, for the future you, right? Or extra payments for your debt. Now let's get into that. So debt, very unsexy. People don't want to talk about debt. It's something that you'd much rather ignore because the conversation, let's be honest, is usually grim and it's something we just don't want to think about. What if I say to you that I've got a way where you don't necessarily need to pay in more towards your debt to achieve debt goals? So paying it off faster, in other words, saving a lot of interest. Yes, great, Marnus, but I am not in the position to actually pay more. Okay, fine. What I want you to do is research the debt snowball method. I've previously made videos about it, but you can simply just Google it. And what you'll find is there's a structure that you can follow. And as soon as you start getting into the groove and follow this structure religiously, you'll probably pay your debt off 25, 30, 40% faster than what you would have just by following the structure. So I'm not asking for extra money whatsoever. I'm just saying you in any way is paying off the debt. Just follow a structure, because otherwise, if you don't have this budget, if you don't have a debt plan and how to pay it off quicker, you'll pay more towards the bank. That's simple as that. You'll take away from your future self. And just so FYI, it's as easy as paying debt off faster so you can get to other goals, so that you don't sit back and complain and say, life is pressing, life is expensive, I've got too many obligations. You don't need to do that anymore. If you follow structures, it makes life a little bit easier and it gives you a direction to which your boat can float to achieve certain set goals. And that brings me to my third point, one that you're probably going to roll your eyes, but it's vitally crucial for the people who get this and who actually do it. And it's as simple as 2 things actually. Number 1, having a holistic financial plan. What does that mean? It means that understanding in your specific set of circumstances, how death, disability, critical illness, retirement planning, investment planning, emergency funds, understanding the full picture. So understanding where you can fall flat on your face if you don't have this thing because you wanted to achieve this thing first. It's just understanding it. It's not necessarily saying you have to fulfill all of those needs. It's understanding the need, understanding where there might be problems associated with your current circumstances. And then this is the second part of this, having annual reviews to say, okay, I know I'm behind on this, and that. So how do we now fulfill that cap? Oh yes, I've received a raise, great stuff. Let's use a portion of that salary increase towards the needs that might not be where we want it to be, right? But the whole moral of the story is, if you've got a financial soundboard, meaning aka the financial planner, it keeps you accountable, it steers your boat into the right direction. And the final thing about boat, I've got a saying that I always say, is instead of trying something new, instead of trying to figure out what can you do to contribute more towards retirement, to fix this, to fix that, to start something new, to put your family in a financial sort of emergency or situation, to try and achieve set goals. Why don't you just fix the boat you're currently in? And it starts with that meeting once a year. To understand what's my needs, what's my goals, how do I get there efficiently. So fix the boat that you're currently in. Fix your budget problem. Fix your debt problem. And then overall, those things naturally will spill over in a positive manner into your whole financial plan. But you need somebody to tie those loose ends together, to keep you accountable, and to again steer the ship with you. I hope this video has brought you some value. So where you'll find the free tool or free template that you can use for your budget is in the comment section. Just click on the link there. Promise you it's safe, and you can get a budget template that I personally use to elevate my financial planning.
Are you listening? Damn.